Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking into what is blockchain. This particular video is basically an introductory session what for understanding what exactly is the blockchain technology. We'll be looking into the definition of blockchain and then we'll look into a very simple example which will clear your concepts regarding blockchain. So let's have a look at the definition of what exactly a blockchain is. So this is the technical definition. I'm going to explain it bit by bit. So blockchain is an ever-growing ledger. Now, what is ever-growing ledger? First of all, we need to understand what exactly ledger is. So, for now, you can just imagine ledger is just a copy in which you store the information. So, blockchain is an ever-growing. That means it keeps on growing. It is nothing but a copy in which it stores the information. So it is an ever-growing ledger that keeps the permanent record. That means it is going to keep all the information which is present inside it permanently of all the transactions that took place on the network. So whatever transaction takes place, it can be sending or receiving stuffs irrespective of whoever does that particular transaction. It is going to be a part of the ledger and it will be staying permanently in that particular ledger. Now, whatever transaction takes place, all the records will be kept in a secured as well as in chronological order. That means the order in which they occur. That means the sequence won't be altered. The sequence will remain in a particular order that cannot be changed or tampered. This is the most important word which has to be kept in mind whenever we are talking about blockchain. Whatever information is stored inside that particular ledger, it cannot be changed by anyone at any cost. It cannot be tampered at all. So, and that is why blockchain technology is the safest and most secure technology. So, I hope the definition might have cleared what exactly blockchain technology is. Now, we'll see one simple example. Just imagine this particular scenario where you are with your group of friends who love reading and decide to start a book club. So basically, you and your friends are thinking to start a book club, and that book club is nothing but a way to keep the track of who has which book at any given time. So let's say you and your friends have bought so many books and you want to share among yourself. So instead of manually sharing, you thought of creating some stuff where you can keep all the records at one particular place. You also decide to keep a track of some stuffs. For example, when the book was given to which person, as well as for what time that particular book has been given to that particular person. So to do this, one simple way you can use a notebook and you can jot down the name of the person who has taken a particular book. Let's say person A has taken the book X. So you can just jot it down inside the notebook, something like this. And you can also mention the date at which that particular person has taken the book X. Do you think that this particular way of storing the records is secure, as well as do you think that it is efficient? See, there might be a chance that the notebook can get lost, or there might be a chance that someone may change the entries. So, if I'm writing this particular stuff in my notebook, if that particular notebook is accessed by someone else, that person can change the information for that particular notebook. Let's say from X to Y. That means this can be tampered easily. Even if you use the Excel sheet or any other application also to store this particular information, there is always a chance that a hacker can easily change the entries or tamper the information. There might be a chance that particular file in which you have stored all the records could get erased. So this is not at all the safest way. Also, in real world scenarios, whatever transaction takes place, they are really important that we cannot take chance at all for it to get altered or for it to get lost. And which is why blockchain came into existence. And now we'll look into how blockchain technology can cover all these drawbacks and it can easily keep the information safe. So here are the points where we can understand how blockchain technology can work in this particular scenario. So basically the first thing what can be done in blockchain technology is creation of blocks. So what happens in this particular case? Each time a book changes hands, that means each time one particular book goes from person A to person B, we can create a block. Now, what exactly is this block? This block is nothing but a piece of information which will be updated whenever some changes happens. For example, a book gets transferred from one person to the other. Now, this particular block will contain the details such as title of the book. It can also contain some other stuff, for example, who gave it, who received it, and the date of transfer. Or there might be some other features also which can be stored in this particular block. Once this is done, next thing is to add that particular block to the chain. Now, you can see in the word blockchain, it is comprised of two words. One is the block and the second word is chain. So it is nothing but chain of blocks. So once a block is created, the next task is to add that particular block to the chain. Now, this particular block is then added to the chain of previous blocks. So you can just imagine some blocks like this, and these blocks are connected to each other. And whenever new block has to be added, it will be added at the end, which will contain the information of all the previous transactions also. You can reach from this particular current block to the previous block also. Now, before adding that particular new block to the blockchain, it has to be verified. So, what happens in the verification step before adding the block to the chain? Everyone in the club, that means every person, every member involved in that particular scenario will verify that particular transaction. Whatever transaction has been done, let's say person A has to transfer book to person B. Now, as you know, for this transaction, a block will be created that person he has to transfer book to person B for some particular amount of time. Now, whenever this block is created, it will be sent to the pool of transactions where each and every member will be verifying whether this particular information is correct or not. Now, if most of the people involved agrees to this particular transaction, then it becomes a valid transaction. And only valid transaction will be added to the chain. That means if this particular block is considered valid, then only this particular block will be added to the blockchain. This is what is the mechanism is used for the verification purpose. Now, the security wise, once a block is added, it cannot be changed or removed. This is the speciality. So, this is immutable. Once the piece of information is added, it cannot be removed at all. Also, if someone wants to change or someone wants to withdraw that particular transaction, it cannot be possible. And this can be one of the drawback of blockchain where that particular piece of information cannot be removed. But at the same time, it makes it the safest. This makes the record of who has which book secure, as well as it is also going to make it transparent to everyone. That means everyone in the scenario or everyone in the club who are involved in this particular process will understand and will come to know about each and every change that happened while adding the blockchain. And also verification is done by everyone. That is why this is the safest and the most secure technology. And this is what is blockchain. So in simple words, I tried to explain what exactly blockchain is with this particular example. I hope this particular example might have given you a brief idea about what exactly is this blockchain technology. No doubt in the upcoming videos, we are going to look into details of this particular technology. So stay tuned for that. And also for more such videos, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please tell me your suggestions and reviews regarding this particular video and also give me suggestions regarding the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.